Hello and welcome back. Thank you for joining us today. If you are new here, my name is Nikki. I'm just a normal person, but living in a house full of spirits. We have a lot of my family here, my spirit family here with us today. And today we're going to be doing a video that I feel is possibly one of the most important videos I'll do. And this is a video about my friends Finley and James, but about their story, and it's a campaign for better treatment of spirits. You may think this is silly. You may think that always. Did someone say always? Whoop. Someone say always? Was that James? Yeah. A campaign for better treatment of all spirits. So, first of all, I'd like to start off with introducing you to one of the most wonderful spirits that live here with me, my family, and that is Finley. This is Finley here, Finley the fox. Whoop. He is a lovely, lovely Finley fox. Okay, Finley is the spirit of a 17-year-old boy from a coastal town in the Lancashire region. So comes from up north by the coast. Lovely, normal, regular 17-year-old boy.
Not exactly.
Who said that? Abby? Are you saying that exactly as in he's not a lovely boy? Or he's not a regular boy? Is he an extraordinary boy? Yeah. We love Finley. Finley is such a good person. He's awesome. Okay, so he's 17-year-old from a normal town by the coast, living with his mum and dad and his sister. He's happy, he's smiley, he's got good friends. He's at college doing mechanical engineering. He's just lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Reminds me a lot of my own son, Ollie. Okay. Finley loved all things motors. You're trying. Finley loved all things motors and loved motorbikes. Sadly, Finley had an accident on a motorbike, and that's how he passed. He was absolutely gutted because he never got to see his 18th birthday, and he was really upset that he let his parents down, which he didn't. You know, accidents happen. It's a horrible, horrible thing to happen to someone so young and so vibrant, but you mustn't ever blame yourself, Finley, okay? Yeah. So, because Finley passed through a motorbike accident, that means he's always wearing his motorbike gear and his helmet. He can remove the helmet from his head, but he has to hold it at all times. He can't put it down. And also, Finley's legs are broken from the accident, which means that he can't walk. So, Finley gets around very well. There's nowhere he can't go. But when I see him, he's low down and it looks like he's crawling. And I do see Finley. Finley is one of the spirits in my house that I see often. He's like, I see him coming through the living room door. I see him on the stairs. Did someone say that? No? The S word. Okay. So Finley has got a really, really big energy. And when he does use the EMF, it spikes high. It spikes high. Sadly, Finley's father has recently passed. So before, Finley would always visit his mum and his dad and his sister, who now has children of her own, because Finley passed in 1999. He was born the same time as me, so Finley and me have had a very similar cultural upbringing, so we kind of bond on that because we like the same music and stuff. But because he passed in 1999, he never got to see Millennium either. He did visit his mum and dad and his sisters often, but then his dad became poorly, yeah, and was in hospital, and Finley visited him often. Really, really sadly, Finley's dad has now passed too. And I have met Finley's dad. He's come and visited, and that was lovely. So at least now Finley and his dad are reunited. Someone say that? The S word? Finley and his dad are reunited, and that is really, really nice for both of them. But Finley's mum, bless her, is struggling. She's really struggling. She's now a grieving widow, and she's lost her child, and she's lost her husband. And like anybody, that would be hard, really hard. So Finley now spends a lot of time. Is someone saying Ouija board? No. Okay, BS word. So understandably, Finley visits his mum all the time, with his dad and without his dad. Yeah? And you visit your sister. So the one message I want to get there is please know that your loved ones visit you all the time, especially when they know you are struggling. So when you are sad, when you are poorly, when you are grieving, when you're really, really mentally not coping, they are there. They are there. And Finley will just poof because he knows his mum's struggling, and he will just poof and be gone. And we know he's visiting his mum. And we know it's especially hard on special days like Valentine's Day, Christmas, weekends. That's when your mum struggles the most, isn't it? Yeah. But Finley is such a gorgeous son, and he always likes to look after his mum, and his dad's there. So now Finley and his dad are visiting their family, making sure they're okay. As a result, this is quite sad for Finley, seeing his mum suffer and struggle. So Finley's energy is a bit low. Talking about this is uncomfortable. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll finish. So that's Finley's story. I'd also like to introduce you to James. Who are they? Someone say that? The S word? Okay. James is a 53-year-old man from Manchester. I'll show you James. Oh, that was me setting off the ball. There's James. James is currently in a Sirius Black figurine from Harry Potter. Okay. So James is a lovely energy. He's calm, he's soothing, he's intelligent. He's just a good male presence because we have a lot of female energy in the house as well. He passed in 2011. He is a doting husband and a loving father. He used to work as a lab technician in a secondary school, but he was also a keen artist. So I really like James's energy. One thing about James is he's really good at controlling the Alexa, picking his own songs, and he's good at using the voice apps. So I might see if we can get some voices through on the voice apps for you later. So that's a bit about Finley and James, and we really like having them here. James is Lisa's best friend, which is really good, and Finley is Abby's best friend. So it's nice that while they're here, they have friends. What I really want to speak about, though, is the treatment of spirits. And both James and Finley come from the same, let's call them haunted dolls resellers. Okay. So some people sell haunted vessels. They sell them on eBay and Etsy and Vinted and other places such as that, which is okay if it is all consensual for everyone involved. All my other haunted vessels come from caring and appreciative and considerate resellers, unless they are vessels I found myself, such as Dags, Abigail. Found them myself. Some people see it as a business, and they try and sell as many spirit vessels as possible. Now, whilst it's good that they were legit, that what I received was as described, it wasn't just an empty vessel with no spirit attached, just sold as a fake one. My worry is some sellers force spirits into vessels without their consent. And that was the case for Finley and James. If you're a human spirit and you're not earthbound, is that Abby? Are you going to do something? Go on then. Can you turn that light on for me? If you're a human spirit, you're either earthbound or you're a free spirit. Okay, earthbound means that when you pass, you didn't go to the light. You need to go to the light. You need to transition. I'm going to talk more about that in another video. If you've gone to the light, that means you're safe and you've moved over and you're free to make your next choices, which are you can move on to your next life. Keep trying. You can move on to your next life, or you can stay and remain on Earth visiting people you loved, or just doing something you want to do. Remain on Earth in your spirit form. You are either a free moving spirit, like some that I know that come and visit me often, or you can attach to a vessel. You should have that choice. Finley and James never got that choice. They were forced into vessels. So they didn't consent, they didn't get a choice, and they were forced into vessels. This little clown here, this is what Finley was forced into. A little clown porcelain figurine. James was forced into this little skiing clown. Okay. They did not get a choice whether to become spirit vessels or not, and they did not get a choice of the vessel. They did not want to be clowns. They did not want to become attached. They had no choice. It was forced upon them. And this is where they've lost their free will. Because once you become a spirit vessel, a spirit attached to a vessel, you kind of lose your free will because you don't know where that vessel is going to end up. Now, they could be really lucky and end up in homes with people that communicate or understand or just have the same values and interests. And that's okay. There's a chance that there is a spirit vessel in your home somewhere and you're not even aware of it. But when you are a spirit in a vessel and you're put on a website for sale as some kind of business model, you don't get a choice where you go. Sometimes the spirits can choose who finds them online.
Not exactly.
No? Who's saying that? Elise? As in, did you choose where you went? Yeah, so with Elise, I was seriously compelled to buy Elise. Is that because you chose me? Love that, love that. So sometimes you come across these vessels and they nag at you until you buy them. And that I feel like Elise is when the spirit chooses you. They know where they want to go. But Finny and James, did you choose to come here? No. Okay, it's because I actively searched out a friend for Abigail and a friend for Lisa. And that's how they ended up here. They can't control where they go normally. So they might
Absolutely.
yeah. So they might have ended up somewhere with either someone who collects spirit vessels, as in they have a room full of hundreds of them, which is not pleasant. No, no, no. Because you imagine being stuck in a room with 100 people, and you might not like them all, and you can't go anywhere, and it's just not pleasant. A lot of times people keep their spirit vessels in separate rooms, which means the spirits don't really get to participate in family life. And a lot of time, people collect spirit vessels, don't really communicate with them, kind of have them as a novelty item, and then forget all about them. Did someone say that? Who said that? Mrs. Owl? Damage? Oh, do you mean sometimes the spirit vessels get damaged? Yeah. Yeah. So sometimes they're just neglected and they do get damaged. Now, spirits can easily move from one vessel to another, yes? Okay, so this is what happened with Finley and James. I knew they were not happy in a clown vessel. Yeah, I knew they did not want to be clowns. Now I understand finding spirit vessels for teenagers, teenage boys, and men is a lot harder than it is with more feminine spirits. There are a lot less male vessels and dolls out there. Okay. They might not want to go with cutesy teddies or anything. This is why, James, we searched for you and we found a more mature looking. Someone say that? Yes, word. A more mature vessel that you felt looked a little bit like yourself in real life. Except you don't have a beard in real life, do you? No. Okay. So we found a much more appropriate vessel for James. It wasn't easy, but I wasn't going to let him be unhappy in the clown. Finley, we looked for a different vessel for Finley, and we looked really hard, didn't we, Finley? And I know that as a child of the 90s, a teenager of the 90s, he loved playing Zelda, Legend of Zelda, and you like Link. So I sought out and found a Link figurine, which I'll show you in a minute. But it is very delicate and comes into many different parts. So it wasn't until it arrived that we realised, because it's in so many different parts, which part should Finley attach to? That was the issue. It was too hard to attach to. Am I right? Yeah. So Finley was still stuck in his clown. And then suddenly he realised that there was this fox here. I mean, it had been sat next to him for a long time. Always. But that fox is actually something that I've made. I've sewn that fox myself. And I really think it suits you. I really like the fox. So I happily gave Finley the fox. It can be his. I need to sew the tail on, and at some point I need to make some clothing for it. So Finley transferred. Now, did you find it easy to transfer vessels? Yes. So it has to be, if you want to transfer willingly, it'll be something that kind of calls to you. Am I right? Yes. I can't. Who said that? No one? Yes word? Okay. So although spirits attached to vessels can move vessels if they so choose and they wish to and they find something more suitable, they can't stop being vessel spirits easily. No. And this is the problem. This is the problem. Finley and James are now spirits attached to vessels, and they can't be free spirits now. I've been trying to find out how to free them. The advice I've been given is incinerate the vessel, but that is a scary, scary thing to do. And if we incinerate your vessel and you're still not free, then you haven't got a vessel either, have you? So if anyone knows of how to free a spirit from the vessel and turn them back into free spirits, Finley and James would love to become free spirits again. Would you still visit? Yeah, I hope so. But as free spirits, that means they can choose to live with their own family. They can choose to go wherever they like. Oh, thank you. Absolutely, you'd still visit. Thank you. We'd miss you if we never saw you. But they want to live with their family. They want to live in their homes with their family and their loved ones, and they want to be able to roam freely. Someone say that? The S word. So please, 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 if anyone can get any messages, don't force spirits to do things against their will. It's just you wouldn't do it to a living person. These were living people. They're still the same people. There's someone's son, there's someone's husband, there's someone's father, there's someone's mother. These are all real people, all with families and all with free will. You saying who's saying that? Finley? You go live in another place? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So to all the spirit vessel traders out there, sellers, please give them free will. Don't. So I'll say that. Yes, word. Please give them free will. These are not toys. They are not novelty items. They are spirits of real people with real choices and opinions and emotions, and they should be able to choose how they exist, just like you wouldn't want to be forced into a situation you didn't choose either. So, whilst I'm very happy that we found better vessels for Finley and James, I truly wish that if I can find a way to release them, I could. And that way they can come and go as they please. Now, I know they do visit their family. James often visits his family too. He goes to celebrations and he goes to see his family when they're poorly. You would rather be around them more often, yeah? Their vessels are like. It's bright. Just want to say that? Yes, word. Their vessels are like an anchor. They always have to come back to their vessels. Someone say that? Yes, word. They always have to come back to their vessels, which is a good grounding thing. And some spirits like that sensation, being grounded and having an anchor and having a home. But others, like some other spirits that I know and visit regular, my family spirits, they like to be free. And everyone should have free choice and free will. So, on that note, I'm going to say goodbye for now. Has anyone else got anything else to say? I don't. Who's doing this? What's going on? Who's doing that? Dags, is that you? Dags, if you remember, is Jeffrey. And we're going to be doing a video about Jeffrey / Dags very soon. Do not miss that one. You're going to want to see that. There is. Did someone say that? Dags? There is what? Is that you want to say? What do you want to say, Dags? Is it about you? Is it about me? Is it about the other spirits? Is it about Finley and James? There is what? Do you find their story a little bit sad? It's not fair, is it? It's not fair. It's cruel. Taking away someone's free will and choices. Everyone should have a right to decide what happens to them in their future. Shouldn't just be sold as novelty items. They're not novelty items, they're people. Is that what you wanted to say? Good. Don't miss out on Dag's video when that comes out. He's very interesting.
Please stop.
You said that, Lise. We're finished now, are we? Lise says we're finished. All right, guys, I'll see you later.